Hi there, it's Tracy here from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you these very cute little half crackers. You could put these on the Christmas table so they stand up really nicely, and they're so quick and easy to make. And I've just made them here with designer series paper. The one I'm going to show you, I'm using these gorgeous candy canes. Okay, so put those to one side for a second. You need a piece of designer series paper that measures 6 inches by 5.5 inches. And I'm going to show you how to score that. So you're going to score at 1 1/4, at 2 1/2, at 3 3/4, and at 5 inches. And if you have a pattern, make sure the pattern's looking the right way up as you score this, and then you're going to rotate it this way. So this then becomes the base. Okay, so the pattern you want to be facing that way. And you're going to score at the bottom at 1 inch. Now at the top, you're going to score at 4 1/2, at 5, and at 5.5 inches. So that's where you're going to get this little kind of concertina way that the cracker will look at the end. Okay, so can't really see the score lines on this side. I'm hoping we can more on this side. So let's go ahead and fold on the score lines. So you can feel your way along yours if you can't see them. So all the score lines that way. This one I'm going to fold at the bottom. Now when you get to this stage, so I've got, can't really see here, 3 score lines. The first one here, so we folded the base away. We're also going to fold this first one away like that. Then the next score line comes back on itself, and then the one after that folds back over. So you're kind of a little concertina, little mountain valley mountain fold there. There we go. Okay, so first fold goes the same way as the base, and then you just alternate it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I got, let's see on this one, these little cutaway pieces at the top, and I'm using the perennial flower punch here. So you can kind of use any punch where you've got a bit of a leaf shape really. You need to fold, you need to go to this score line here, so these 2 sections are folded back on themselves, and it's quite difficult to see here, but there's a score line where the score line here meets this one here. You're going to put the point of the petal on there and punch. So let's show you here. So slide it in. I can see that that score line here is meeting that score line going across. So I'm just going to punch that one out. So on each of these score lines, where it meets the next score line and that little kind of T-junction, you're going to do that all the way along. So slide this in, find the little section that it meets, and then slide it back down to just get it right where it is. Quite hard to do this on camera because I can't put my head over to see. And then on this end here, you're also going to do one, but it's going to be a half kind of little section that comes out, half a petal there, like that. Okay, so there we go. So this is what you're left with all these little pieces punched out. And then at the bottom, we're going to cut away to make the base. So you've got 4 even sections here, and this skinny little corner one, you're just going to cut that away there. And then either side of this score line, I'm going to cut a triangle. So it's as if you're cutting up the middle and then taking a little section out either side. So I call these flower pots because that's the shape. You're left with little flower pots. So you can either cut straight up all of them and then cut either side, but I'm just going to cut, it's so hard to see on here, a triangle either side of the score line like that. Okay. So that score line here is in the middle of this piece I'm cutting out, and one on the end just turn it round, and on this section here I'm just going to take a little slither again off of this corner, and again at the top here just a small little triangle, and that just helps when you're sealing it back down that you're not going to see the inside of the paper coming over the top. So have it on the wrong side and then just fold this thinner edge over, and then we're going to put some adhesive just down this side here, and then also just on this little top bit here. Okay, and then when I'm folding these over, I take this section that I've put adhesive on and the next section, fold that over, and then this one on the end will just fold and stick in place. Don't worry too much if, I don't know if you can see this, these holes don't quite line up. It won't show, it's going to be at the back. Okay, so then with that in mind, I've got the join here at the back. So I'm going to fold in my two side tabs, then this one, and then this one that's going to head towards the back. I'm going to put some adhesive on the inside here. Let's wind that on a little bit. There we go. You could seal all the edges if you want to, but I know this is going to be the back of my box, so pop that over, and that seals the bottom. So there you go, that's the basic shape. You can have it so that it pushes down like this or pops up like a cracker. And then what you can put inside here, these are always popular at Christmas. Do you know, I love chocolate, but I just don't like Lindor. It's bizarre. I'm a Cadbury's girl, but one of these will fit perfectly in here, or probably a Ferrero Rocher, or you could put some money in there, jewellery, whatever you fancy. But yeah, one of those will fit in quite nicely. And then you need 10 inches of this ribbon, which is double stitched satin ribbon in real red. It picks up the real red in the designer series paper. So wrap it around the back, and then we're just going to tie a double knot round that little kind of concertina bit. It's a bit fiddly here because you're tying a knot, it's sort of spread out a bit, so you can always slide it around to the side and then swing it back round after you've tied it if you prefer, but I'm just going to go for it here. And then cut the ends. You could add a little sentiment at the bottom, but there you have it. There's your little Christmas table favors with a little treat in. Take care, see you soon, bye.